Joshua Byrne had recently adopted a golden retriever named Shelby, a timid dog with a traumatic past. Shelby was cautious around strangers, especially when the garbage collector came by. Every time he appeared, she would bark furiously from the yard. But the garbage collector had his own fear: dogs. He always kept his distance, quickly emptying the trash cans without approaching Shelby, despite her loud growls. Then, one day, as he hastily worked, he felt something brush against his legs. A jolt of fear ran through him. He froze. Turning around, he saw Shelby sitting, watching him with curious eyes, but not advancing. His heart raced as he stepped back, retreating to the safety of the truck. The next few visits followed the same pattern. Shelby would be there, watching, but never coming closer. She seemed to understand his fear, and he respected her boundaries. Until one day, everything changed. When the garbage truck pulled up, Shelby was already waiting on the sidewalk, but this time she wasn't barking. She stood still, almost expectant. The garbage collector hesitated, noticing the calm in Shelby's posture. He stepped out, his fists clenched, anxiety creeping up his spine. Shelby, sensing the tension, took a step back, unease flickering in her eyes. He realized something was wrong. He was not the only one afraid now. Shelby, too, recognized the signs of fear, and it unsettled her. But then, with surprising gentleness, he unclenched his fists and knelt down. One hand held a dog treat, the other a ball. After a brief pause, Shelby, with cautious excitement, trotted toward him, snatched the treat, and wagged her tail in joy. From that day on, the garbage collector made it a point to spend a few moments with Shelby each week. These encounters became the highlight of his days, and Shelby grew to trust him. What neither of them knew was that Joshua had been quietly recording their interactions on his security camera. Curious about Shelby's sudden change, he reviewed the footage and saw something that moved him deeply. Despite her fearful past, Shelby had allowed the garbage collector to come close, not out of submission, but out of trust. Touched by this bond, Joshua greeted the garbage collector one morning. Smiling, he shook his hand, sharing Shelby's painful history. The garbage collector listened, his eyes reflecting understanding. He had helped Shelby heal in a way he hadn't even realized. If you liked the video, put like and subscribe to the channel, where you will find a lot of interesting things.